I only have Quicktime to choose from, so I've opened up 2 cameras. Let's see how long it lasts. So I have this dock cam now, as this is exciting enough for folks, right? So here are the cards. I'm looking at it at the same time you are. And what do I see? And I mean, the randomness goes away when you can't even see the cards. And I can hear the fan of my laptop ticking off. So I might have to take this downstairs, and we're going to land on this card. Oh no, it's a Klingon card. I thought we just did Klingons again. It's a Klingon card. We don't know from where. Sometimes we're just left with what we have. So I'm going to take this other Klingon card and another Klingon card. I should really shuffle this deck. I feel like I haven't shuffled the deck enough. Maybe that's the problem. They've put all these cards together in one place, and it's a bounty of Klingon cards for your for everybody's enjoyment, right? Great. Oh look, another Klingon card. What do we do with all the Klingon cards? Okay, well, this is my game, right? But let's see where the Klingons take us today. We'll use 1 Klingon card. I know this. This is the I want to say Farquhar. He's not Peyton Farquhar from Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge. Again, it's the talking that gets me every time, right? Right. It's not Furlock. I'm butchering it. But this is from Devil's Due. This was like the crypt keeper of the Klingon underworld, where all the dishonored go. Watch Devil's Due for that. This might be a fun Klingon card, but I picked this one because here we see the capital city of Quonos. Yes. Here, let me do something with the cool paper in this little notebook as a way to get the card where it needs to go. Oh, well, the notebook won't stay down. It's good as backdrop as any. So here we go. Let's see if I can navigate this with any talent at all. I'm not looking. It's the next gen Klingon card, and we just saw the answer to the question, but I think we're good because we know this video is hardly about the question. Hey, let me zoom in here, see what happens. Ooh, there we go. What did I just say? Quonos. That the name Kronos, maybe with a K, as in the Greek god Kronos, the Titan Kronos. That came out of Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, as the official name of the place. They called the ship Kronos 1. It assumes that the Klingon home world was named Kronos, but this is the tough thing about Star Trek VI when we deal with the next-gen Klingons. The whole premise of Star Trek VI was that the Klingon planet Kronos, and not the moon Praxis, which exploded, right? But the Kronos itself needed to be evacuated. And you see that in the deleted scenes in the director's cut, where Kurtwood Smith, from that '70s show fame, is playing the Federation president, and the speech is discussing the evacuation of Kronos. That's never mentioned again. We only see this stuff about the Klingon homeworld in Next Gen. That's what it was called. I have to do something about the light. I don't like all the reflection. But yeah, in Next Gen they called it the homeworld. That was enough. So that's our option here. Homeworld, fatherland. Nice touch. Or now Kling. That's not a bad guess, because in the episode Heart of Glory, that's a first season Klingon episode. Just because I don't like Klingons that much doesn't mean I don't know a lot about them. Heart of Glory, you see the the junior grade Worf in the red outfit. Two Klingons board the Enterprise. One of them is Admiral Forrest from Enterprise, who played like every alien character ever in the next gen phase of whatever. I'm calling it the Fatherland's just tacky. Anyway, there's a throwaway line by the guy who played Admiral Forrest that discusses like the Targ pits on Kling, as if that's your name for your planet because you're called Klingons. So let's just call it Kling. That's a spot on. We don't call Earth Hume. I'm sure I'm not the first one to have addressed this. So I'm gonna let this go. Next, please. No, where else can I don't mean to go long. I was just testing out if this seemed like a reasonable idea for the little show. And I don't think my computer's gonna like me, because by mistake I think I left my my Google stuff on, because I'm putting a class together right now. Okay. So the homeworld, and then Kronos, and then this. So there we go. Next question about the Klingons. Galron. Oh, didn't have a lot of... okay. Whom did Galron replace as Klingon Chancellor? No, we know it's not Gorgon. He's from Star Trek 6 as well. K'mpec. K'mpec, the old guy. That was from... this is where the Klingon episodes and the Ron M. Moore influence really takes hold, when we get all these Klingon politics in Season 4 and Season 5. And you end Season 5 with a cliffhanger that's about Klingons. And even at the time that was on, I found it kind of boring. But, you know, what can you do a year later from the Borg Best of Both Worlds stuff? Can't think of the name of the episode. I didn't plan to do this today. I really have stuff to do. But, you know, I've got to do my shows for the 3 people that have subscribed. Because, like, the other 3 are different accounts of mine. So, you know, there we go. So, K'mpec was his name. I'll have to put the name of the episode I'm thinking. This is where the discommendation takes place, where Tony Todd shows up as Worf's brother. Yeah, Tony Todd had a bad break in TNG and Deep Space Nine as Worf's brother. Now I can't remember Worf's brother's name. Luckily, that's not a question yet. I know that there's the Sons of Moog. But anyway, because he was always Tony Todd. Worf's brother didn't need a name. It was Tony Todd. We all knew it was Tony Todd. There we go. So shout out to Tony Todd, the great Tony Todd. Learn more about Tony Todd today. I'm going to say Tony Todd one more time, and I'm going to move on with my day. But anyway, that's a good episode, because Tony Todd comes to the ship, finds Worf, says, "Hey, I'm your brother. There's something wrong. They're blaming the Kittimer massacre on your dad, Moog, and that means you're going to be in trouble too." So Worf's like, "Well, I have honor. I'm going to go see what this is all about." And we do our thing, and then Patrick Stewart gets to speak some Klingon, or something along those lines, and he becomes his kind of best man in the thing. Chadich. He was his Chadich. And great thing about the episode that I again can't remember the name is when I gotta play act. When they do this and they turn around. Yeah, that was fun. And you could have just ended all your Klingon episodes right there. Alright, so his name's K'mpec. I'm sure I'm right on K'mpec. What do you, the viewer at home, think? Is it Gorgon? Is it K'mpec? Oh, is it Martog? So K'mpec is the one that's in bold. And this is tricky. I just want to show that the cards are real. This is what's going on. Now let's see the question here so I don't butcher it. You can read along with me. Oh, there's where the question mark ends. So I'm going to stop. What quadrants does the Klingon Empire straddle? Well, now I want to pause and get out my stellar cartography book from like 2003. It's a fine book, but yeah, it's the alpha and beta quadrants. You know, and in Deep Space Nine it was all about the alpha quadrant, but a good chunk of the Federation that we've seen, that's beta quadrant too. In fact, once again, I'm referencing Star Trek 6, even though I think I said Star Trek 4 earlier. Star Trek 6, Sulu and the Excelsior are on an extended mission to chart gaseous anomalies in beta quadrant, and they just use beta quadrant. And of course, with Deep Space Nine, the wormhole takes us to the gamma quadrant, and Voyager travels to the delta quadrant, where the Borg are from. So yeah, and so the Cardassians would be in the alpha quadrant, and the alpha quadrant is on the lower left. Beta quadrant would be lower right, and up top we have gamma on the left and delta on the right. I might have those two mixed up. All right. Alpha and beta is the answer we were looking for. So, you know, the little ta-da. I barely have time to do this. This just takes like 20 minutes out of my day. Well, maybe 40 because I put the chapter headings in. And if people start watching this, that's going to take some energy. But then I think I would lose a part of myself if I were to do that. Okay. How am I doing on the Klingon stuff? Swallow and go. When Duras's father betrayed the Klingon Empire. When did? See, as you read along with me, you can see that I skipped the word did. I was hoping for a more... Did you see that? This is so tricky. I mean, I know the answer to this. And I already revealed it earlier, so it's not like I'm intentionally cheating folks here. But yeah, you know, the Duras's father, we never know. Well, maybe we do. Duras, son of Duras, House of Duras. Oh, you get to see a lot of my fingernails on this. I'm sorry, I apologize. That was not the plan. How about we do this instead? Yay. Okay, so yeah, the Duras guy was the one responsible for all this, and Worf got into it, and then Duras became just the go-to villain Klingon name that we had to have callbacks to constantly and constantly and constantly, again and again and again and again. And of course, Lurser and B'Etor are the Duras sisters. And I think Enterprise did some callbacks to Duras. It was not necessary. There's more than one bad Klingon guy, family. Meh. There we go. During the Khitomer Massacre. When did viewers first see the Klingon homeworld? Where's the question mark? Oh, that's just the name of it. This is a tough one because we have... It's a next-gen card, even though I've been referencing a lot of Star Trek 6 on this, so I imagine the person, the individual writing the question was thinking about Gen X. Gen X, that's me, but next-gen chronology, because you had so many next-gen episodes come out before Star Trek 6, so in the chronology, I imagine it would be Star Trek 6, even though we don't set foot on whatever this homeworld is, it's just mentioned, so Star Trek 6 is out anyhow. All right. So it's that episode I was just talking about all this time that I can't remember the name, and sure enough, we're going to find out the name of that episode soon. So, I mean, officially, I don't have the answer to this question. It's a stumper. Redemption. All those Klingon episodes all have like glory or honor in them, or... All right, let's see what the name of this episode was. I don't even have to go and find it now that I'm done. Sins of the Father. Well, that had no honor or glory in it at all. Yeah, Sins of the Father is the episode I've been talking about all this time, where they oops. Once you know, when they do this and turn around and they just do this, and that's the end of the episode. I don't know how long they stand that way. When Worf and Picard leave, do they all have to? Is there awkward silence for a bit? Cause do they know? Do they know he went? He's gone. And when Worf walks down the street, does every Klingon have to do this? And I don't know. They should have kept that going. I mean, I swear. Whenever like discommendated Worf met a Klingon, they should have automatically did the little turnaround. So that's Sins of the Father. That's a season. That's season 4. That sets up all the Klingon stuff for the end of season 5. And truthfully, everything you see, really until the end of Enterprise, is based on this episode right there, Sins of the Father. So go get your Klingon on and watch Sins of the Father. And again, these are other episodes I might have... now, the two-parter at the end, you know, the season 4, season 5, Redemption, that's the other episode I've been discussing. I knew Heart of Glory by name, so hey, I got one episode name right. But there you go. So, you know, this is a check against me because, you know, when the question itself asks for the episode and I can't come up with it, at least now, that's my first scratch today. At least now, is what we have this set up. So I'm mirrored today. So now you get to see what I see when I look at me. Because I have Facetime and Quicktime going on at the same time, and then I have like a record the screen. Hey, that's the end of the questions. Those are Klingon questions today. Aren't we all happy with the Klingon questions? I'm sure there's a more in-depth video, and you know, I'm working with the dock cam now, and what do I do with the light? Can I turn the light off, and then I get the glare from the other lights. If I just turn that doesn't help at all. So this is me just testing stuff out, having some fun. Well, that's what I'm doing all the time on my little show here. So that's my overview of the Klingons. I'm sure I'll have more to say because as we saw at the beginning of this mess, there are plenty of Klingon questions to be asked, and this. Now I gotta know. Farlak. Fentar. He's not even in... His name's not even here. Oh, there it is. Fek'lhr. Why was Worf wasn't impressed that and this is from Devil's Due again. I already mentioned that. Fek'lhr. Klingon culture has no devil. All right. That's from Day of the Dove. That's a TOS episode. We have no devil Kirk, but we understand the ways of your own. So that's 2 Klingon cards in one. Well, that's 1 1/4 Klingon cards in one. I might put this back into the deck. And who knows, in 5-7 years from now, I'll pick up this question again. All right, so that's enough of me messing around today. You know what would be a tragedy if I did all this and nothing was really happening at all. All right, have a great day.